In this video, I'm gonna show you 13 signs that your blood sugar is high, and I'll show a video that can help you control your blood sugar levels, so stay with me to learn how to lower blood sugar. Before I continue, I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Mr. Nogsta, and this is the Reverse Diabetes channel. So, diabetes is a silent disease that affects more than 400 million people worldwide. Today more than ever people are struggling with health and many are pre-diabetic and don't even know it. Did you know that before the diabetes disease is installed in your body, it gives you signs that your blood sugar is too high, and if you see those signs you can start preventing them, and maybe reverse them until your body develops diabetes? Processed and artificial foods have been part of the everyday routine of many people, and the number of people that suffer from high blood sugar is increasing with each passing day. The best gun against diabetes is information. Most people realize about diabetes when they start to get blind, impotent, have a stroke, amputate a limb, but if you have the information that I'll give you, you can prevent all these big situations that I just said and don't fall into suffering from diabetes and high blood sugar levels. This will help us stay healthiest possible. So I'll give the signs that are most present in people that have high blood sugar levels. 1. Full stomach. Many people report having eaten so little and seem to have a full stomach. This happens because when you have too much sugar in the blood, the nerves get damaged, and one of the nerves that are damaged is the vagus nerve, the main responsible for communication between the stomach and the brain. When we have too much sugar in the blood, our stomach works slower, and then it really looks like you ate a lot, because even though you ate little it didn't make good digestion. So if you are constantly realizing that your stomach is getting too full despite not having eaten much, it may be that the sugar in your blood is getting higher than it should. 2. Damaged nerves. If your blood sugar levels are high, it can damage the blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrients to the nerves, which can lead to nerve problems. People report that, for example, even though the weather is cold, their feet look like are burning. Another situation is when they go to sleep and cover themselves, they start to feel a nuisance, like a shock, or a heat or even cold that wasn't supposed to happen. This begins to happen because due to excess blood sugar there is a kind of short circuit in the central nervous system. Sugar is bad for nerves, so it starts to erode small nerves, and the connection of a person's nerves with reality decreases. That's why they start to feel hot when they really should feel cold, they don't feel the touch, and can be dangerous to them in case they hit their foot somewhere, don't notice it, get a wound, and because of the excess blood sugar, this wound doesn't heal, and stays there for days and days with this open wound that can lead to leg amputation or thrombosis. It's really a disaster. So if you are beginning to notice the sensitivity of your feet, temperature, different touches, be careful because this can be a sign of high blood sugar for a long time. 3. Tingling in hands and feet. We already saw that the nerves get damaged with high blood sugar, but most tin nerves are the most sensitive to it. They are in our hands, feet, and calf, in other words, at our body extremities. Stay alert to sensitivity changes in feet, mainly if you touch your feet and don't feel it, or if you touch your feet, then you touch your knee and the sensation of the touch is different in both areas. Besides it, if your feet don't feel the difference between hot and cold, or if when you go to bed and you put your blanket over your feet looks like it weighs a ton, it's another confirmation sign that your sugar in the blood may be high. 4. Skin changes. Your skin can be a response to hormonal changes. One of the hormonal changes that occur with high blood sugar is to increase insulin too much, that is, the hormone that controls sugar. The basic function of insulin is to get sugar in the bloodstream and put it into cells. If you have high blood sugar then you might have too much insulin. It starts to appear dark spots on the neck, especially in folds like crotch and armpits. If you have these dark areas appearing in your skin, go see your doctor as soon as possible. 5. Constant tiredness and fatigue. This can be an indirect sign. It's a sum of factors and consequences that high blood sugar cause problems on the nerves, hormones, energy production, repairing, and putting it all together cause a low performance state. This causes you tired over and over, increasingly. It looks like you are heavily burdened, but you don't know from where this comes. You wake up after an off day tired. You don't have a clue from where this tiredness and fatigue come and can't explain it. 6. Peeing too much, especially during the night. Pee is one of the ways that the body has to eliminate this high sugar in the blood, so when sugar is high in blood the kidneys work harder to try to eliminate this excess sugar in the blood. So if you have more sugar going into, the body wants to get this sugar out, compensating it through the urine. This is very common in diabetic and pre-diabetic people. 7. Slow healing wounds. High blood sugar levels can be the cause of cuts and bruises taking too much time to heal. Even insect bites that should have been small but have grown large can be a sign of high blood sugar. And as I said, high blood sugar levels affect the nerves and can lead to poor blood circulation, and if the blood can't reach the wound, the skin doesn't get repaired. 8. Trouble focusing. When you eat, in the process of digestion and absorption, the glucose is released into your bloodstream. If the glucose stays high in your bloodstream, it's harmful to your health, and if it is too high for too long, it can lead to death. The way that this doesn't happen is by insulin. Insulin is responsible for removing glucose from the bloodstream into the cells. If your body is missing insulin, the glucose doesn't get out from the bloodstream, you feel tired and have trouble focusing. Besides that, high blood sugar levels can dehydrate you, because the body is trying to remove excess glucose through urination, and in addition, dehydration messes up with your concentration. 9. Headaches. When you are not diabetic yet and are managing blood sugar levels, in some people headaches will occur. And in those people, headaches tend to appear more and more if the blood sugar isn't controlled. This can be developed because of changes in blood sugar levels. In hyperglycemia, when blood glucose levels are at least over 180 mg per deciliter, you will experience headaches, and if you don't control blood sugar levels, it tends to get worse and worse over a few days or weeks. 10. Tooth decay. As in blood, glucose is present in our saliva. If you get too much sugar in the blood, probably your saliva will get more sugar than it should, and if there's too much, it'll help harmful bacteria in your mouth grow and combine with food particles to create plaque. This can be the initial development of tooth decay, gum disease, cavities, gingivitis. 11. Impotence. Unfortunately, men start to get impotent if the high sugar levels aren't controlled. And this is very serious because the high sugar in blood hurts both the vessels that carry the blood and the nerves that control erection. In women, what happens is that sexual desire and libido begin to decrease greatly, being a noticeable change. 12. Mouth always dry. This can happen along with the previous symptom number 6 of making too much pee and can cause dehydration. High blood sugar levels usually come with much pee and dry mouth. 13. Blurry vision. You always have been a good reader, in other words, you never needed glasses, or maybe you even use them regularly but noticed that your eyesight is getting worse. This happens because when blood sugar is high, the lens in your eyes swells up. More precisely, the high blood sugar is toxic to the ocular vessels. It starts to make these little vessels broke, and so you start to get blurry vision. If you are starting to get blurry vision, stay alert. So these are the 13 signs that your blood sugar is high, and I really want to know about you. Have you ever felt any of these signs? And if you already felt it, which one did you notice the most? Leave it in the comments because I want to talk to you and find out how you are. And now, since you've watched me so far, I'll show you a video with a story of a man that could reverse type 2 diabetes.
What happened? Where's George?
I'm afraid he's in a severe diabetic coma, ma'am. His blood sugar level was through the roof. We're doing all we can.
Please, Dr. Howard, help him.
Unfortunately, there's something else, ma'am. We'll need to amputate his leg. Today.
No!
It's hard to believe that was me, George Riley, only 2 years ago, almost to the day. See, for 10 long years, diabetes devastated my body and terrorized my family. It made me a slave to my medication and emptied my bank account. And it forced me into a deadly hyperosmolar non-ketonic coma for 2 days. A coma the doctors never thought I would wake up from. And when I did, they told me I was only weeks away from a scheduled leg amputation. But by the grace of God, my leg was saved from amputation by what happened next. And every day, I thank God for this miracle. Because even though it almost sent me to an early grave,
To make it even better for you, I will leave the link for this video in the description and pinned in the first comment, but go straight it now because I don't know how long it will be available. Don't forget to like this video so we can reach more people with this information. And if you want practical information that can really help you control blood sugar and start your path to reverse type 2 diabetes, you should subscribe my channel right now. God bless you. Bye bye.